Hey everybody, welcome to the Uneventful evening of St. Benedict's. We got a lot of great things that are going to happen tonight. The first thing is you're going to enjoy a great meal from Catherine's Cafe. So a big shout out to Catherine's Cafe. She makes wonderful food. It's amazing. Every time I eat it, I'm just like, So I really want you to have a good time. But also, we're doing this because we want everybody to be safe. And we need everybody's support. So for that, we thank you. As we go forward through the night, a couple things are going to happen. I'm going to tell you a little more about what's going on at St. Benedict's and kind of the state of where we're at. Kind of what the environment's like in here and what we're going through. And it's not negative, I promise you that. And there's another thing that's going to happen is you're going to hear from some individuals. You're going to hear some heartfelt stories. You're going to hear their truths and their perspectives and some of their goals and aspirations. And I hope that really touches you. Also, you're going to have an opportunity to see Project Volunteer first episode, which is done with St. Benedict's. Randy Lanham, Teresa Rowe, they did a wonderful job. This show is going to air nationally, and they have blessed us with the opportunity of allowing y'all to have a sneak peek at that. So I really hope you enjoy watching that as well. At St. Benedict's, we're still doing the same thing. We're still maximizing our services, and we couldn't do it without our supporters and our volunteers. Yes, things look a little different. Yes, things are a little uncomfortable because we don't have our food teams and we don't have our volunteers coming in here and loving on us guys and showing the compassion and the mercy and the grace of Christ, and that we count on. And we're not having our Bible studies. However, let me tell you how that looks. We still have our volunteers and our food team supporting us because they bring the meals in. And then the guys take it from there and they heat it up and they serve it. And to watch the guys still be grateful for their own fellow brother serving them the meal, it's phenomenal. It's amazing. Now, it's not the same, but it's amazing. They pulled together. They're doing things that they typically wouldn't do. They're finding things to be done around the place to better the place. They're doing landscaping. They're painting. They're doing all kinds of wonderful things. I would say this time has allowed them to think and really appreciate all the measures we have put in place to protect our volunteers, our supporters, and most importantly, them. And so that's very important for you to know that we're putting everybody's best interest first and that we're still continuing to do the things that we do. We also want to say that during this time, we have been credentialed as a behavioral health service provider, which means we can provide some behavioral health services. What that looks like. We provide case management and we provide targeted case management. So individuals that do not qualify for targeted case management get case management. Those that do qualify for targeted case management, it is a specialized service designed to help those with substance use disorder, severe emotional disorders, and severe mental illness, and they have to be diagnosed with that in order to qualify for targeted case management. Now, what that looks like, targeted case manager, the client, and the therapist or the substance abuse counselor work as a team, work as a social support system to help that individual and allow that individual to set their own goals, to be accountable, to walk with them, and basically be that support system for them. And I tell you, it's been amazing. We've helped individuals through that process get on their medications that they need, be regulated, make their therapy appointments on time, their substance abuse counseling appointments on time, get into long-term and short-term treatment programs, and also help them with their medications and take them to their appointments and really just be that social support, that extra support that they need, giving their diagnosis. Now, you're probably wondering, what about case management? Case management's exactly the same as that, but it doesn't focus on the substance use disorder. It doesn't focus on the mental illness. It focuses on those other individuals that have other underlying issues. Those individuals that have circumstantial issues that are contributing to homelessness, those individuals that have lost jobs, those individuals that just need to find housing. Those individuals have the same type of case management. We're walking with them in the same capacity. We're taking them places, doing the things that they need to do to gain foothold on their independence and become self-sufficient. So we couldn't do any of this without our supporters. We also still provide transitional housing, sober living environments, and also services for veterans. You're probably wondering what's happening at the Women and Families facility. Right now, the Women and Families facility is being utilized as a sick facility. This facility is being used for all facilities in Owensboro and Davis County that provide treatment or services to the homeless. And what we do is we bring individuals that are asymptomatic or symptomatic into the facility. We screen them, we check their temperatures, we make sure that they're fed, they're clothed, they're showered, but also we make sure that they get tested. We've had about 20 individuals tested this far, and from about 4 different facilities. And once they are cleared, they're allowed to go back to their programs that they came from and continue moving forward. So far, of the 20 tests, we have 0 positive cases of COVID-19, and that is amazing and it's phenomenal, and we're so blessed that we can be a community partner and help to prevent the spread of the COVID-19. You know, we're all in this together, as I said before. It's a very trying time, but this time has been really great for all of us. It's allowed us time to think. It's allowed us time to slow down. It's allowed us time with God. It's allowed us to really look at our priorities and say, what's really most important in life? And I'm hoping during this time and during tonight that I can stir up something, or the clients that you're going to hear from will stir up something in your heart, that when this all subsides and we all get back to normal, that you'll realize what's most important. First being God, second being your family, and third being your fellow man. Like, that's the most important things in life. Life's too short for us not to have our relationship with God in a good place, to not have our family life in a great place, and to not love the next individual that really just needs a relationship to move forward. So for that, I thank you. You've always been dedicated. I know after this subsides, you'll probably even be more dedicated in serving and committed to serving your God. And so for that, I thank you. I hope you enjoy the evening. We've got some treats coming up. I say treats because they always bless my heart. Anytime I hear from one of our guys or one of our gals, their stories are just amazing, and they're heartfelt, and they're real, and it humanizes them and what we do, and it brings purpose to what we do. So please enjoy yourself. Enjoy that wonderful meal. Whether you got the pork chop or you got the chicken, you got something that's delicious. So thank you so much. We love you. We miss you. Have a good night.
Well, I'm Clifford Lee Cox. I'm 43 years old. I'm from Henderson, Kentucky, and I'm resident at St. Benedict's. For the past 25 years, I was a meth addict. Since being here a couple times, I've gone through a couple rehabs. The last rehab was True North, but this place set me up with that. I've been clean since January 17th of this year. And it's because of this place. If it wasn't for this place, I wouldn't be clean. There's no way. This place is helping me to do my disability. They've got some good programs here. They've got some really good staff members here. I really don't know what I'd be doing right now if it wasn't for St. Benedict's. They're helping me to get a place and help me to get back up on my feet with a steady income and everything. I think that's about it, y'all. That's really all I got.
Hi, my name is Crystal Tucker. I'm 33 years old. I am a mother of 3 and a wife of 12 years. I came here to St. Benedict's Women and Family Shelter back in January. I was a resident at Crossroads Women and Children's Shelter on Breckenridge, which is an overnight emergency shelter. They do not provide day shelter. They gave us the opportunity to come and be with the guys, or the ladies and guys here at St. Benedict's Women's Shelter, to have somewhere to go during the day. So I come here in January. It was about a week after they opened. I was kind of skittish. I don't like going to, a lot of new places. I feel uncomfortable. So I come in here. I was welcomed with open arms. Stacy, the receptionist, is a very, very sweet lady, and she welcomed us all. We come in as a group, and we got a tour of the place. They provide laundry, internet for doing applications for jobs, that kind of thing. There's a little area for my children. I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son that comes here with me. There's a little area on the side where they can play. They were very comfortable with being here, so that was a plus for me, because I wanted my kids to be, I wanted them to feel safe and to have fun. I mean, the situation that we're in, it's not only difficult for adults, but it's 10 times harder for children. They were very, very nervous about coming here, just like me. They hate going to different places and not knowing what to expect, but the people here were humble, and they welcomed us with open arms, and they treated my children with respect and gave them things that they needed and provided them with things they needed. And they have showers here so the kids could take showers and with me as well. Also, my husband was a resident at St. Benedict's men's shelter. They allowed him to come here with me during the day to help me with my children, which was it was very helpful, because being at a women's shelter without my husband separated, he's at the men's shelter, it's hard to parent and take care of things I need to take care of by myself. So they allowed me to be able to have my husband here with me to help me with my kids, which was awesome. So with that being said, we come in here not knowing what to expect. The atmosphere here was just welcoming. Like I said, they welcomed us with open arms. The staff here is amazing. I fell in love with Jesse, the case manager. Dan, he's awesome, and Stacy, she's great too. Harry, he's an awesome guy. He's gone above and beyond with all of the ladies here and the men at the men's shelter. So we're very grateful to have them a part of our lives, and I tell them every day, they're not just our case managers, they're our family. We have a big family here at St. Benedict's Women's Shelter. All of us, we pitch in and we help each other. They're here to help us, and we appreciate everything they've done. In February, I lost my mother very suddenly, and I was actually here when I found out that my mom had passed away. Dan and Stacy they come out there. I was outside and found out she had passed away, and they come out there and they explained to me everything was going to be okay. They made sure that the kids were going to be okay. As I had a friend come pick me up, take me to the hospital to go, be with my family. They supported me. They were there for me when I needed them. Jessie, I could talk to her about anything. She helped me out a lot. She helped me to be able to get information, to go to the doctor to see about getting some antidepressant medication. So I took her advice and I went to a local clinic. They were able to give me a test to see what medications would actually help with my depression. So, I was really, really, really depressed, and she helped me out a lot. Then March come along. We were here one day, and with the COVID-19 going on, everything was, everybody was going rampant. They were crazy, trying to figure out what was going on. They had closed the day shelter down for the women, and Harry, with his huge heart and the loving and caring staff that he has, they provided us with a room for 6 weeks at Motel 6. So me and my family have been at Motel 6. We currently are still at Motel 6. They have been able to help get people to provide meals for us at dinner, and people to bring us snacks and stuff like that for the kids, and hygiene products and everything that we need to be able to, be sufficient at the motel. Also, within the 6 weeks we have been at the motel, I have gained employment. I am now working at a local nursing home here in Owensboro that is owned by Genesis. I work at Owensboro Center. I love it. My husband, he was employed too as well, with the help of St. Benedict's. I can't thank St. Benedict's enough. My kids, they're in love with the staff. I'm in love with the staff. My husband is very grateful. They did a lot of things for him too as well at the men's shelter. I mean, the guys that I have met over there, the staff, Harry, Jeff, both Jeffs, they're awesome. You know, they go above and beyond. And a lot of people, you know, they think you go into a homeless shelter, and I've discussed this with the staff several times. You go into a homeless shelter and you don't know what to expect. You know, you see things on movies where, you know, it's negative. Not here at St. Benedict's. They welcome you with open arms. They don't judge you. They help you out as much as they can. And if they can't help you out, they will find somebody that will. I've met a lot of people in the community that are partners with St. Benedict's, that have helped out with my family, helped me get clothes for my kids. Just a lot of things. This organization is awesome. And I thank the community for reaching out and helping St. Benedict's as much as they have, because if it wasn't for the donors, if it wasn't for the community, my family, who knows where my family would be right now. And, you know, I owe a lot of this, my story to St. Benedict's. I've succeeded in the last 3-4 months since I've been back in Owensboro. And I owe it all to them. I give them the credit, not only them, but God. And I appreciate everything they've done for me. Like I said, they're my family. They're not just my caseworkers. They're not just people that have a job. They love what they do. They're here for a reason. They're not just here for a paycheck. They're here to help people out. They're here to give them the confidence and the support that they need to get back out in the community and do what they've got to do to be more self-sufficient. And I thank them for everything. And I thank you for everything y'all have done for them. Just continue to pray for everybody that is in need. Continue to pray for us. And thank you so much.
My name is Gabriel Boileau. I'm 45. I'm a resident here at St. Benedict's Men's Shelter. What brought me here was I had some issues with substance abuse and was homeless in Owensboro, Kentucky. I had no place to go, so I came here. Within 3 days, I had a bed, I had food, I had all the resources I needed to further my recovery, and I felt safe. You know, I had somewhere I could stay. I didn't know anybody in Owensboro, so it was a blessing, you know, to find these guys. Since then, since I've been a resident here, I've gone to school at OCTC, a technical college, something I've never done. I've never been able to achieve any kind of schooling after high school. I've been able to attend AA meetings. I've been able to help out in the community, something I've never really learned how to do. The staff here, they're great. I mean, I learned a lot, and that's all I got.
Hey, it's me again. I hope that you had a good evening. I hope you learned a little bit more about us. Most importantly, I hope and pray that you can understand how important you are to us. This has been a great event. This has been a great time for us to come together. And we just want you to know we appreciate your support so much, and it's so valued because we're still able to keep moving forward with all the limitations that we've had to endure during this time, during this COVID. We've been able to do it safely, effectively, and most importantly, willingly. So thank you for your support. Be safe, practice social distancing, and we'll see you soon. God bless and have a good night.